Alright, we're up in the air already. There's the truck parked on the road on the south side. And we're going to pan to the north and get a wintertime view of the property. You can see the hardwood trees. There's quite a few cedar trees. That's probably that big cedar grove right there. It's been a few days since we did this aerial, but I'm sure I'll remember in a moment here. This is a fairly long drone video. It looks like it's about 4 minutes, but it doesn't show the entire property. I think, in fact, that this was a drone video of basically the west side, and this was slated to be a smaller tract, and we decided it fit much better as the large tract that it is. I believe it's 25 acres actually. Well, let's check out this cedar glade. So going over the hardwood timber toward the natural cedar glade, you'll have a lot of different building sites on this property. The cedar glade could be one potential building site or camping site. A lot of people really like the cedar glades. It's like its own little, almost a private ecosystem. And this is interesting in that there's a mixture of hardwood trees in with the cedar trees. And you don't see that a lot on the cedar glades, so that's pretty cool. Looks like maybe a trail going right through the glade. I can't tell for sure. It's tough to really get down close with the drone because you never know exactly how close you are to the treetops. Now as we look to the north past the glade, there's a hardwood area that looked like it was logged a little more heavily. And one thing you can do there is take an area like that just north of the cedar glade, and that's halfway done for a building site. You don't have to clear out a whole lot of the bigger timber that's been done already. So that's, I guess you could call it a bonus. I mean, you need a building site anyway at some point, so to pick an area like that that's mostly open can be a good deal. And I wanted to see the topo map on this. Let's see if I can pull that up here. Yeah. So as we go down to the north end, it borders that seasonal creek bed, and it looks like we have some more cedar trees there, so that's interesting. So it's a seasonal creek or a wet weather creek. It would probably only run after it had been raining, but you may have a source of gravel there in the creek bed, and that can be pretty handy if and when you decide to build. To have a free source of gravel on site is pretty cool. Large tract. We don't get a lot of big large tracts, especially with a cedar glade like that, and this area is just fantastic. Recreational, hunting and camping. I mean, this is a sportsman's or sportswoman's dream. Very close to National Forest, very close to the North Fork River, very close to Bryant Creek, and several towns. I mean, within about 20 miles in every direction there's a good usable town. And there's a few smaller towns and gas stations and whatnot closer than that, but West Plains to the east, Mountain Grove to the north, Ava, Missouri to the west. I'm not sure what's to the south. I know there's some nice lakes, Norfolk Lake and Bull Shoals Lake. But now back on the south end again, and you can see the truck parked on the road at the south side. So a very large tract, honestly one of the most reasonably priced tracts of this size we've ever had. We probably won't have this going into spring, but if we do, we'll redo these videos and it will sell instantly for quite a bit more money. This is the first winter after they did that logging, and so that's when the property kind of looks, I guess, the most bleak. But you can see there were hundreds and hundreds of large trees left. Going into springtime when the leaves come out, it will be gorgeous. Check us out at InstantAcres.com for a good deal on this very large tract.